They told us we were a nation of dust and despair, a forgotten corner of the world. But I told them to watch closely because we would forge our destiny not with words but with our own hands, brick by brick. Imagine a country in the heart of West Africa, surrounded by land with no coastline, where cracked dirt roads stretched endlessly, where dreams of progress seemed far away and hope was often buried under years of struggle. This was Burkina Faso just a few years ago, a nation caught in chaos, poverty, and conflict. But what if I told you that in less than 3 years, this same country has risen faster than anyone could have imagined? From dusty villages to bustling cities, Burkina Faso is building a future, brick by brick, dream by dream. This is a story of a young leader, a determined people, and a nation rewriting its destiny. At the heart of this transformation stands Captain Ibrahim Traoré, a young president who took power in late 2022. He wasn't interested in empty promises or fancy speeches. Instead, he brought a bold vision and an unshakable belief that Burkina Faso could stand tall. Traoré saw a future where his people didn't depend on others, where every citizen had a chance to thrive, and where the nation's pride shone brightly. His leadership wasn't about loud celebrations or media hype. It was about action. In just a few years, he launched 25 major projects that have not only transformed Burkina Faso, but also shocked the world. The skies opened as Air Burkina took flight on October 2024. Plane painted in red, green, and yellow roared into the sky from Ouagadougou International Airport. This wasn't just any flight, it was a symbol of a nation reborn. For years, Air Burkina had been grounded by crisis, but under Traoré's leadership, it came back to lift a brand new 190-seater plane bought for $19 million through deals with China, carried passengers from Ouagadougou to Dakar and then to Bamako. There were no big ceremonies, just results. This flight wasn't just about travel, it was about belief, proving that Burkina Faso could reconnect with the world on its own terms. For the people watching, it was a moment of pride, a sign that their country was back stronger than ever. Traoré didn't just revive an airline. He gave his people wings to dream bigger. In the dry, sun-baked lands of southern Burkina Faso, something extraordinary was happening. A modern cashew factory buzzed with activity, processing not just nuts, but a new kind of pride. Burkina Faso is one of West Africa's top cashew-growing regions. But for years, the country sent its raw cashews abroad to be processed, letting the profits slip away while local farmers stayed poor. President Traoré changed that by building a cashew processing plant that creates more than just products, it creates opportunity. The factory is expected to provide 20,000 direct jobs and up to 50,000 indirect ones, lifting thousands of families out of poverty. Farmers aren't just growing cashews anymore. They're part of a bigger system that turns their crops into finished products. This project isn't just about money, it's about dignity and showing the world that Burkina Faso can control its own resources and build a future where its people are the ones who benefit. Imagine living in a village where the nearest bank is miles away. And even if you reached it, it wouldn't serve someone like you, a farmer, a young entrepreneur, or a woman with big dreams but little money. For millions in Burkina Faso, this was reality until October 7th, 2024, when the Postal Bank of Burkina Faso, BPPF, launched in Ouagadougou. This isn't just a bank, it's a lifeline for people who were once left behind. Here's your rewritten version in one powerful paragraph. Same length, clean, engaging, and smooth. The idea for the Postal Bank had been around since 1988, but it took Traoré's determination to finally bring it to life with $25 million in starting funds. The BPPF now offers savings accounts, small loans, and simple financial services to women, youth, and farmers. It's not about chasing riches, but about giving people a real chance to start something meaningful. Whether it's a small business or a savings plan for their family, Traoré calls it the Bank of Empowerment, and for millions. It's a quiet revolution that says you matter and your dreams are worth investing in. Meanwhile, a textile revolution is weaving pride across Burkina Faso, where wearing traditional clothing isn't just fashion, it's identity. Under Traoré's leadership, The textile and garment industry has come alive with new factories producing school uniforms, police and military outfits, and the formal robes for lawyers, all crafted from Faso Don Fani, a fabric rich in cultural heritage. In a bold move, Traore banned second-hand clothing imports, ending the reliance on Western cast-offs, and replaced colonial-style wigs in courtrooms with traditional African attire, sending a clear message that Burkina Faso is done copying others. This is more than clothing. It's about reclaiming identity, weaving their own story one thread at a time. In the West, Bobo Dioulasso International Airport, once a forgotten, outdated relic, is now being transformed into one of West Africa's most important air hubs, thanks to an 80 billion CFA franc investment. The airport's new terminal will handle 1.5 million passengers a year, with upgraded runways and roads making Bobo Dioulasso a key hub for tourism, trade, and investment, proving that even a landlocked country can soar. Traore's vision also reaches the soil. Farming, once seen as a job of last resort, is becoming a profession of pride. October 2024, the government launched a massive program distributing over 400 tractors, motorcycles, water pumps, seeds, fertilizers, and crop protection products, while investing $200 million to train 20,000 young people in modern farming techniques like smart irrigation and farm management. These young farmers were not only equipped with skills, but also given land to start their own businesses. With innovative projects like floating farms and aquaculture, redefining what farming means, growing not just crops, but futures. Giving youth reasons to stay in their villages and build lives from the soil. In the capital, Ouagadougou, the old cramped airport is being replaced by the new Ouagadougou-Donson International Airport, 35 kilometers northeast of the city, a bold statement of Burkina Faso's ambition, featuring a 3.5 kilometers runway, expandable terminals for up to 1 million passengers annually, and world-class facilities. This airport is also eco-friendly, powered by a 25-megawatt solar plant and built with low-carbon concrete, showing that this gateway to the world is also a gateway to a greener future. But perhaps the boldest move came in January 2024, when Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger exited ECOWAS, the Western-backed regional bloc, to form their own alliance of Sahel states, AES, a declaration of independence from systems that kept them dependent. This isn't just about defense, it's about economic freedom, with plans for their own joint bank, a stability fund, and even a shared biometric passport, proving they are ready to chart their own destiny together. They're creating an economy that stands strong without foreign control. And Traore, along with the other young leaders of the AES, don't waste time on fancy words. They let their actions speak. By walking away from the old order, they are proving to the world that even the smallest nations can stand on their own. For those displaced by war and poverty, who lost not just their homes but their sense of belonging, Traore launched a rapid housing plan, building 1,000 solid social homes in regions like Nori, Bulgu, and Basinko, backed by over 5 billion CFA francs. These are not flimsy shelters, but durable houses made with bricks, cement, and steel, designed to last, with new roads, public spaces, and infrastructure transforming these areas into real communities. For Traore, this isn't just about building homes, it's about restoring dignity and giving people hope again. Then comes the roads. Burkina Faso's roads were once a symbol of struggle, with only 3,600 kilometers of paved roads built between 1960 and 2022. But Traore set an unprecedented goal: 50,000 kilometers of new asphalt roads, constructed not by foreign contractors but by the people themselves. With 900 pieces of equipment and thousands of trained engineers and workers, road building became a national movement, connecting schools, hospitals, markets, and dreams. Each kilometer of asphalt is a step toward a united, self-reliant Burkina Faso. And in Bobo Dioulasso, a $253 million dry port is rising, a massive logistics hub with warehouses, clearance zones, and specialized terminals. Being landlocked is no longer an excuse. This port will lower trade costs, speed up imports and exports, and turn a geographic limitation into an opportunity, proving that with determination, no challenge is too big. Traore also tackled education on June 2024. He announced a 5-year plan for free education from primary school to university. This wasn't empty rhetoric. Hundreds of thousands of children now study without financial barriers. Over 250 schools in conflict zones have reopened, and 44 new secondary schools. 39 university lecture halls and 10 vocational centers are under construction. The new curriculum focuses on technical skills, practical knowledge, and national pride because for Traore, education is the foundation of freedom. Fuel was another point of dependency, with prices unstable due to reliance on foreign ports. But that changed when Burkina Faso purchased the Tema oil port in Ghana for $70 million. Alongside this, a new hydrocarbon storage facility in western Burkina holds 104,000 cubic meters of fuel, ensuring energy security. No more waiting, no more begging. Burkina Faso now controls its own energy supply, bringing prices down and reliability up. But Traore didn't stop there. In July 2023, he signed